Yo, 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 yo.
Yo.
Welcome to the Grown Folks Kids Show. I'm your host, the Grand Poopalicious, Dre Irvin. With my best homie. Who are you, man?
Yeah, I'm the Great Gunny.
That's it, man. I did a short one so you can do the long one.
Because I'm the Great Gunny. I'm the super blurred. What else do you want? I'm the Great Gunny.
Hey, listen, we're just a couple of grown dudes, all right? Handling our business, raising our kids, a bunch of them, right? Strong in our faith, and yet we keep a kid right here in his mama's basement.
Dude, why you always throwing in my mama's basement?
Because that's where we is, man. Are you ready to do our thing tonight?
What are you doing here today? Why are we even got cameras today?
Well, what do you mean?
This is game night.
I don't understand.
It's a Travis and Rose throw is coming.
So that means...
Yo, homie, look. We about to get down.
I ain't down with this plays music.
Grown Folks Kids.
Grown Folks Kids Show. Oh, woo, yeah. Hey, how did that sound?
Yo, what's good? We got the square bear up out of here, and now we about to break it down. I got It's a Travis. He's back. He's ready for another whooping on that PlayStation 5 versus Xbox. Bring it out, man. Lay out your Xbox plight for me to make me want to buy one.
I can't.
Man, that's rough. I thought you was gonna throw out
Here's the thing, Xbox still beats PlayStation, but I cannot give you a good reason right now to buy one, because Xbox done burned me. Man, last time I was on this show, I fought so hard. I fought like a champion.
Oh yeah.
I championed Halo. And then maybe 2 weeks after I was on here, they were like, oh yeah, we're pushing it back until fall of 2021. Ruined me, man. Ruined my stance. And that was my big go-to.
That was Cyberpunk, and we see how that's going.
Cyberpunk has a lot of other issues besides
I agree.
So the Series X version of Cyberpunk runs way better. Same with the PS5 version. But Cyberpunk is broken. That's just the way it is.
That's that first person crap. But we'll talk about it another time.
Okay.
But you gotta sell me on your thing. I saw some things that was pulling me in.
So
I saw Fable coming.
Fable is coming. Now,
is it really coming?
It is really coming. So is, now catch this, Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark is coming back.
I heard about that, but I don't know how to feel about Perfect Dark because they tried it once before, Perfect Dark Zero, and
no, that's like the last Airbender movie. It didn't happen.
Hey man, we're not gonna talk about the last Airbender movie.
You're right, and we're not gonna talk about Perfect Dark Zero.
All right, so, but no, tell me, man. All right, so what is it that you like about your Xbox?
I like the ease of access. You look at that, so Xbox's user interface is probably the smoothest one that I've had on console. 2 button clicks and I'm in my library. 2 button clicks and I'm in my game. You got that quick resume on all your games on the Series X now. So, well, not all the games, but quite a few games. So I could be playing just about anything. Kids want to watch Netflix. Kids want to watch Hulu. I could jump back into that game after they finally go to bed.
No, Travis. Kids want to watch Xbox or kids want to do something. They go in their own room. We gaming.
This true.
No, I'm just playing with you, man.
Eventually.
Hey, don't get mad at me. I'm just saying, I got my own little gaming space, so if they come downstairs, there's an issue. But
I mean, I don't got that yet.
Okay.
Give me some time.
So, but go on, man.
But that quick resume is good for a family man. Good for people who want to switch through multiple games, skipping games. You got, like my little brother. He was like, hey, let's play some Rainbow Six. You can jump back in, jump into a game real quick. And then he's like, I'm not feeling Rainbow Six. Let's play Monster Hunter. He could jump back into where he was in Monster Hunter. I'm not feeling this. He could go back into Grand Theft, pick up right where he left off in online without those obnoxious load times for GTA Online.
Oh, I feel you.
That's another thing.
But I think both consoles have gotten rid of those load times.
Well, I'm talking about the quick resume, because if you jump off a Grand Theft Auto into something else and then you jump back, you can still get right back into what you were doing.
Right. But that's a sweet feature for y'all. But you know what ain't a sweet feature for y'all? That hard drive.
What's wrong with it?
That price.
Oh, the external hard
Yeah.
drive. No. See, that's why you don't mess with that. You get yourself one of them 4 terabyte external.
No, I thought they said they weren't gonna be able to use it.
You can use the external hard drives that are not. So you can use an external SSD. You can use an external hard drive. The thing is, you have to put your Series X boosted games on the internal.
I'm not sure I believe that.
Maybe you need to look into it again.
I'm just saying, because all I know is that they made it very, very cut and dry that you had to buy the specific
If you want
Xbox SSD.
only if you want to run your if you want to get Series X games running at their best performance, that's what you have to have. If you wanted to put your
want it to be their best performance.
if you listen, slow down, Mister, I'm gonna hate.
Yeah.
You take your 360 games that you already have, that you've downloaded, you take your original Xbox One games that you've got already downloaded, you put those on your hard drive, they'll boot up just as fast on your Series X as they would, actually faster, because they're booting on the Series X. You can use that OG hard drive with that. I have all my games downloaded on my hard drive. All I gotta do is boop, boop, plug it into my new Xbox and I'm good to go. If I wanted to get a bunch of Series X games and load up that on box storage, then I would want to get an external for more Series X.
But you're gonna have to pretty soon. I mean, I know right now you ain't really got nothing to make you want to put none on, but I'm just saying, just what, one game was like 300 and some gigabytes.
What game?
I was reading, well, when you get your Halo, it's 335 gigabytes.
I'm okay with that because as long as it's good and big and it's got all the 4K
Is it?
textures, we'll see.
Is it?
We'll see.
Because you was pushing.
You know what? Like I said, Halo burned me.
They burned you the last time too.
No, they didn't.
And the last time before that.
Okay. No, Halo 5 was pretty good.
All right.
All right, now give me your PlayStation excuses.
There's no excuse. It's the PlayStation 5. Lightning fast. Pew. You know what? I'm gonna say this again. Here's why PlayStation 5 is better. One word. No, 2 words.
Yeah.
Miles Morales. That game, ladies and gentlemen, you can't hate on that game. No one can hate on that game. That game is so good. It looks so, even on the PS4 it looks good, but on a PS5?
You mean that nearly full price DLC? That ain't even really a full game?
That is a full game. Are you really gonna sit there and tell me that a 15-hour game is not a full game?
It's a glorified DLC.
Here
You get the same amount of time that you get out of the Black Cat DLC that you got on Spider-Man.
No, that's not true. I went through Black Cat in like a half an hour.
Yeah, but that's because we completionists. We gonna get through it pretty quick. But normal players.
I'm just saying. That's what it took me, man. I'm just saying. That controller though.
All right, I can't.
You can't, man, that controller.
It looks cool.
Look, it feels cool.
I haven't touched it yet.
Well, I don't think you want to. If you do, you might not go back to your Xbox.
I doubt that very much.
Dude, you feel everything. Even when because you like to play Halo. You would love to have a controller do what this does. Pull that trigger, as you feel it going. You know what? But I'm not gonna do all of that to you. I'm gonna tell you what, this is what I'm gonna rant to you about. You told me I was gonna want this game. And you know what? I didn't have to say that much because we're doing everything we say we're gonna do. The only thing I don't like about either one of these is that you really gotta get yourself a brand new TV.
That's true.
But I'm gonna lay it down like this, Travis. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds. Rant to my people and tell them exactly what it is that you are upset about in video gaming time.
Okay, so here's what's got me upset about video games right now. You put so much time into playing a game online and you get nowhere. You're looking at this Call of Duty, the battle passes that they make you pay for if you want to get anything. You got to put so much time into it if you want to get anywhere. You can sit there and then the free stuff is locked behind paywalls or excessive amounts of time. It's obnoxious. I don't like the amount of time that you have to put in to get anywhere. It doesn't feel successful. It feels like I'm wasting my time putting in a bunch of effort to get nowhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm talking about. Xbox at its finest. Got the man ranting over here.
Call of Duty's on PlayStation. Check yourself.
But I don't play Call of Duty. So guess what, people? I'm out of time over here. I got to get It's a Travis out. So see ya.
Not me. Oh gosh, she's shooting me now. Okay. Woo! All right. There we go. That was probably the luckiest save I've ever made in any game, really.
Yo, what's up? Guess who's back? It's the great Gunny. Had to get It's a Travis out here. That Xbox stink was killing me. Had to go. But I brought my main man, Darian Mack, better known as Rose Throw. And we about to sit here and talk about some video games, about great pastime that we love to do. So before we get into it, let them know who you are and what you about, and then we'll get into some video gaming.
Okay, yeah, so I'm Rose Throw. I'm a gamer. I stream from time to time under the moniker Rose Throw. I play Super Smash Bros. Primarily, but yeah, I just love video games. Been playing them for forever.
Man, you got your own merch? This man got his own merch.
You know what time it is.
He got his own merch, all right.
So what do you want to talk about?
What do you like about the games that you play?
I specifically like playing against people. That's a very big component of playing video games to me. It's the competitive nature of fighting someone else who is at the same place as me within the game, but I could show that I'm either worse or better at the game than them outside of the game.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
No, yeah.
Does that make sense?
I like that.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense because I like to do that with Madden, some WWE,
Okay.
some 2K.
Okay.
You know, I'm not an NBA Live person. It used to be the bomb, but they didn't got the little configurations all messed up.
Yeah. So what games do you play in that way?
I don't like being online with people.
Okay, you don't.
Now,
like being
I don't. Now, I will play online in a sports game.
Okay.
Because
only sports.
only sports. Because like you said, it's you really can't put no extra into it. You work at making your teams good.
Okay.
So if I'm playing a certain team, I know what to expect. You can look down and say, oh, he's got LeBron James. Okay, I know I'm gonna have to change my tactics. Or, he's got Timmy Duncan. So I'm gonna have to bring it down on him, make it rain. You know, stuff like that. But as far as online with people playing certain games, I'm not a fan.
Okay, let me try and sway you towards, like,
You're gonna sway me.
my reasoning behind it. Because the level playing field, or just knowing what the matchup is. You know, if you're playing a sports game, like, you know the characters, you understand where they're gonna fill in and like how to get around that. But like within Smash, like there's certain characters where I'm like, okay, this person is gonna be very aggressive. That's normally how you play, say, a Bowser. There's a certain way that I start off every game with a Bowser, and it usually
Okay.
there's a strategy that they will use. And so with my Snake character, there's certain things that I do within that matchup that you know benefit me, and there are a lot of things that can go wrong. But it's like I just understand the game that much, so it's like I get rewarded for certain things.
Okay, and I can get that. If I was into Nintendo, Smash Brothers would be a game to play because I like Grand Theft Auto.
Okay.
So, and I could play against somebody online and Grand Theft Auto or Gran Turismo.
Okay.
You know, I can do that, but I'm not a Nintendo guy.
Do you see a difference between Grand Theft Auto 4 and Grand Theft Auto 5?
Yeah.
What's the difference to you?
Well, I mean, I like the story for Grand Theft Auto 5, but Grand Theft Auto 4 was simplistic. You stayed a certain way. When you played online, you could say, I'm going to do something, and I don't have to be interactive with nobody else out there but me. In Grand Theft Auto 5, you're out there, everybody's out there. You know, somebody can run me over. I'm trying to get my coins or whatever. I just stay away from that.
Your coins.
My coins.
My chips.
I gotta get my coins. You know, there's some women on the side of the street that gotta give me my money.
Oh man, you gotta lay the law down.
I gotta, you know, but no. So you know, they have all these. You have all the side games, but even though you're doing your side game, somebody else is doing their side game, and they can interact. I don't like that.
Yeah. So on Grand Theft Auto 4, the reason why I like that one a lot, like you said, you know, you get to set up a certain type of match. If you wanted to do a free play where there is that kind of BS chaos, you could set that up. It's your choice. But on 5, it's like you're just stuck in the world, and it's like, oh, I want to get a haircut. I kind of want to get a high top, and then I got some crazy person, some 12-year-old with a tank, just driving around through the map. It's like, I just want a haircut.
Right.
I don't want to have to deal with this right now.
Yeah, I just want to change. Put a little couple of tattoos.
Yes.
So, but what about what are your favorite games to play?
So my I'll say 3 favorite games.
Okay.
Currently. So Smash Bros. Ultimate. That's number 1. That's my stuff.
That's your jam.
That's my jam. Black Ops, the original Black Ops, none of this new stuff. The first one, because they had gun game, one in the chamber, sticks and stones.
Right.
Similar to, the Grand Theft Auto stuff that we talked about. Like there was a very specific game to play within the whole game itself, but there was a specific goal. It was very goal driven with the gun game, and everyone was at a level playing field. Just to quickly go back to Grand Theft Auto, like the fact that there could be someone playing the game for a year and then they get all this experience within the game,
Right.
as well as outside the game, because that's just what happens when you play. But their character would have all these power-ups and super stuff going on that would make them stronger than me, even though like I could possibly be better than them out of the game, but their character, their avatar was just hella strong.
So they went God mode and you just running around like, I'm better than you, homie. How you? But that's one of the reasons why I don't like playing on it. You got the little kids out there who they got their mama's unlimited pockets and they just be coining it up.
They got no job.
Nothing.
They at home all day.
All day.
Leveling up.
Especially, man. Leveling up, man. I'm coming in there.
So those are really my 3 games. Grand Theft Auto 4, Smash, and what was the last one I said? Do you remember?
Really?
What did I say? I'm seeing if you listening.
I was listening. It was that first person game.
Oh.
I know what it was. I just don't like no first person game. It's like bad taste out my mouth.
So those are mine.
Okay.
What are yours? What are your games?
My favorite games of all time to play, like I can go back and play at any time, all the time. SOCOM, 1 and 2.
Okay.
3 was actually really good too, but the paraphernalia that came with it kind of made it suck. I was excited about it and it didn't work right. But the game itself was good. But SOCOM franchise. Then you got the Fable franchise.
Okay.
And then there's Star Wars, the Knights of the Old Republic.
Okay. How many of those?
There's 2 Knights of the Old Republic, and then they did an Old Republic, which is an all-game thing that started out PC, and it just never fruitioned to the way it was supposed to be.
Okay. How many of those are online? Like the 3 games that you mentioned, SOCOM.
I don't believe SOCOM is online. It was a PlayStation exclusive.
So most of these are single player.
They're just all, they're single. Well, SOCOM is a team game.
Okay.
So I could have guys play with me.
Okay.
Right next to me, like we can plug our thing in and we can all be, because you're a Navy
link?
SEAL team. Yeah, so you're a Navy SEAL team. Back in the day, PlayStation, you can plug in four controllers at one time. So we're just doing that. But we gotta put it in this way. I like role-playing games.
Okay.
With a hint of strategy.
That's fair.
Yeah, so, but what I want you to do is look into that camera and let them know what you feel about the game you are playing right now.
I'm not the biggest fan of having to play online. I want to play people in person. Like, I love online, of course, but I want to play people in person, specifically with Smash. I am trash now, okay? I'm bad. The differences between online and in person change the way that you play the game. And there are people that I would go to tournaments with who I used to be kind of neck and neck with. Now that, it's been a little while, I haven't really been able to advance as well as they have. So that's one thing that I'm having a lot of trouble with.
Come hit me with that Alter Beast Championship. I'm telling you.
Maybe.
All right. But hey, we gotta go. I'll be back.
Welcome back.
What's up?
What's up, man?
What's up?
So I guess some other things that I kind of wanted to mention about video games is time investment. right? I don't have kids. Do you have kids?
I got kids.
You got kids?
I got all the kids.
Even though I don't got kids, I mean, I have 3 cats. Those are kind of my kids. But I can't spend too much time playing a game all the time. There are times where I can, but there are times that I can't. But playing games where I get to choose the amount of time I play, and I could still maximize the amount of fun I have. You know, those shorter matches that have a lot built into them.
Right.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think that's kind of necessary if you're looking at online games in particular. If you're playing a single player game, that's kind of a different story. But online games, shooters, fighting games, things like that, if you're gonna get in there, they need to be quick. Like for fighting games, I love to throw down on some Mortal Kombat. Quick, find a match, hit a match, get off. Killer Instinct, another good one, just to go ham. And because those matches are fast.
Oh yeah.
So you don't gotta worry about too awful much when you're going in to get after it. Now, shooters, especially these newer games that they've got out, Destiny, Call of Duty, all these ones that you need, in order to get anywhere, you need to put in the grind. I'm not about the grind. My wife loves Monster Hunter, but she's got a little bit of extra leeway when it comes to how she's gonna game, because she don't work.
That'll do it.
But I can't get on Monster Hunter and play like that because you have to hunt the same monster, and that can take up to 30, 40 minutes to even get one. And then you got to keep going and going to get any armor.
Too much.
Way too much. So if you're gonna play something for at least the investment value of a game, for me it's got to be quick, and if it's gonna be online, got to be like a fighting game, because you don't feel satisfied at the end of a shooter.
So like the difference between the Breath of the Wilds, the Cyberpunks versus the Tekkens and the Soul Caliburs.
Kind of. See,
Kind of. Why do you say kind
I
of?
say kind of because Breath of the Wild, Cyberpunk, you can pause that, shut it off, go to bed, save the game, turn it back on, come back in. And there is a kind of a continuity to that, because it's not an online thing. It doesn't feel disjointed, so to speak. Because single player games, that's my preference, leans to single player, because I can pause and shut off, and there's still that story advancement, that sense of satisfaction. And even if I don't get to play for very long, 5 minutes, 30 minutes, I still get somewhere. But in online games, that's why I'm leaning more towards fighters than shooters, because I saw this dude, he shot me with this really cool gun. Oh, that's right, because the game's been out for 2 days and he ain't got nothing to do, so he's already put in 48 hours on the game.
Okay, that reminds me of the subject that we talked about earlier, is because I found the game, right? It's only that game, Black Ops, where everyone gets the same gun. You start with the same gun, it has the same properties, it's all even.
You can trace the advent of the break in shooter games to when Destiny released. Because Destiny gave everybody that, ooh, I found good loot. That concept of bringing the WoW from PC, like the WoW idea of grinding it, over to console in Destiny. 360 era games, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, they had those styles where it's all right, you just work to unlock the gun. You don't have to find anything, nothing special. All the guns are here. You just rank up and you get it. You could put in just a few minutes, but your ranks are going to increase the same. Now, pre-Destiny or post-Destiny, it's all a grind. Even in, Battlefield, they've got the same kind of battle pass idea where you've got to grind it out. The new Black Ops that they've got this battle pass. If you don't earn the gun and by spending enough time in there, you don't get the free gun that they had in the battle pass.
That hurts my soul.
Same.
Breaks my heart. I feel like that's just removing the idea of how I have fun in the game. I already mentioned earlier that I just like playing against people. Video games to me are about what I'm doing with other people.
Well, and to kind of agree with you in that sense, when you're playing against somebody in Tekken or Killer Instinct, or because you love Smash, I love Smash. Smash is great.
Smash is fantastic.
You've got a base character, and it's all about player skill, not so much character progression. But you look at these other games where people have put in so many hours, they've got the better gun, they've got the better this. those guns that you earn can have higher damage output, faster fire rates. So the amount of time input is directly correlates to how good you are in the game. And it's kind of a waste.
Yes.
What's the point in buying a game if you can't play it like that?
Yeah, just like on Grand Theft Auto 5, like the idea that someone could just spend afternoons because they have no job and just collect all this loot. It's basically loot. And now they're apparently better at the game than me when it's like, no, you're not actually that good.
Me and Grand Theft have a fight. So Grand Theft is also pay to win. And they've done everything that they can to keep it that way.
See, I don't play 5 that often, so I don't even I didn't even get that far into understanding that people can pay.
5 was my game. I had a crew, me and the boys. We were running them heists when they dropped. Me and the boys. We was killing it. It was a good time. We had like a crew name. We were actually fairly high ranked on the crew list, and we didn't do anything extra. We didn't pay any extra money. We just hardcore mode, running through the heists and everything like that. And then we kind of fell off a little bit, and they started releasing a bunch of stuff. And they cut back on the money you earn from heists and doing jobs, and they started pushing shark cards, which is pay to win. You could go on, you could spend $200 and unlock all of the money-making ways in the game that actually unlock additional things. They just dropped a heist today that you probably have to spend millions of dollars to even get access to, and people are just gonna buy into it. Because how are you gonna have a game that's been on 3 different console generations? It's the money that it's bringing in. Grand Theft is a cheat.
Right now.
It's a cheat. They're stealing from the people because they have no real innovation. They're, again, post-Destiny. They found a way to just rake it in. Game came out on the 360. Grand Theft Auto 5 released on the Xbox 360.
So long ago. That was back when I was in college.
It was more than 13 years ago. And it's coming to the Series X and the PlayStation 5. How are you gonna 3 console generations? And the game hasn't changed.
They're just stretching it.
Yeah. It's because people keep buying it and paying into it. Because you can.
And I just want to go back to being able to go, okay, I want to play with 5 people on this map within the whole world of Grand Theft Auto. I want to be on this island. I want these types of guns to be there. I want to play for 10 minutes. Let's go under that, under those properties. Let's see who wins in that game. I want to do a GTA race where I'm on this track, where I get to shoot guns out of the doors, drop grenades, let them cook, throw them out, blow people up.
Accidentally blow yourself up.
As always.
That's Grand Theft for you.
I just want to get in, shoot someone in the face, and then bounce. Basically.
So of all the things that we've talked about, I have found that for a dad and a person who's, if you're looking for that kind of quick play, immediate gratification kind of a thing, with no barrier to entry, you're kind of like, I don't know. Games are hard. That's probably where it comes down to, because you're trying to figure out how to get into this form of entertainment that you like, but if you want to play a shooter game, you get the wrong one, you're not going to feel satisfied and you feel like you wasted your money. And if you don't want to get wildly competitive online, you get into a fighting game, but then people have put so many hours into it, they're just better than you. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, games are hard. Games are hard.
Yeah. Get good, basically.
Exactly. Throw down on some Dark Souls and figure out your life.
Yes. Well, hey, let's go ahead and go to this last piece.
A dud.
All right, are you ready to start the show? You ready to get busy? I'm ready. I got some topics.
Dude, you still here? Show's over.
What do you mean the show's over? The show don't start until I get in this table.
We didn't broke down the games. We didn't have fun.
Hey, listen, people, listen. You want to see a real show? Tune in next time. Go to our YouTube channel, okay, and just type in Grown Folks Kids Show on YouTube. Go to all of our podcasts. Go Grown Folks Kids Show GPS.
GPS.
because you want to see a real show, go and tune in next time. What you got to say, man?
Peace out. Together, not apart. Stay kid.